What's going on, everybody? It's Dr. Scrubbington here. Now, right away you may be asking yourself, what the hell is this in the background? Well, I've been noticing that basically almost every frigging YouTuber does these commentary videos in the same way. They record 20 minutes of footage from a game, usually one that's extremely popular at the time, and they use that in the background of basically every video they make. I wanted to try something different, because I feel like that format with the random gameplay in the background is kind of overused and boring, especially when everybody is playing the same goddamn game. So I was thinking of what else I could use for a background, something that people normally don't use. And then I remembered that I had some videos on my phone, like the one you're seeing right now. I thought, hey, that could probably work, and I decided to use it. Now, I will admit, I actually got the idea from I Hate Everything. I was watching one of his videos, and I took note of how that video was unlike all of the other videos on this website. Instead of playing oversaturated video games in the background, he uses real-life scenery, nice relaxing clips of natural imagery. To be honest, they look like the video equivalent of stock images, but they are different from what most people use. And I really liked that idea, and while I didn't have any nature documentaries lying around to take clips from, I did have this. What you're seeing right now is footage I took from a trip to South Carolina with my family last December. This is Interstate 95, somewhere in the middle of Virginia, I think. I'm not really sure where it was, but this is going northward, back to New Jersey. It was actually after the vacation. What I did was, I taped my phone to the car window. Actually, that's a complete frigging lie. I'm 15, I can't drive. I sat in the back of the car, obviously, since this is the left side of the car, and I just held up my phone to the window, and I just sat there for like 20 minutes and I just recorded the highway. But you guys probably don't care about that. All that matters is that it's relaxing, real life footage. I mean, at least I think it's relaxing, but it is a major highway, so I don't know how you feel about that. And I thought it would be perfect for these videos where I just talk, where I'm not actually playing any video games. You know, save the video games for my regular videos. I've got plenty of those, but during these videos where I'm just discussing things verbally, I'd like to keep things a little more real and use this highway scenery instead, because I feel like it makes it a little less boring, being that it's different, it's unique from what everyone else uses. And don't worry, I'm not going to be using this same footage over and over. As you can probably tell, I've been doing other things in my life this summer, and believe it or not, I've got a lot more chances now than any other time before in my life to go places and get this footage along the way. And the exact reasoning behind that is kind of personal. I don't really want to say anything to do with my own family and my personal life, you know, but it also has to do with how I've been taking these long breaks from YouTube, which is basically a euphemism for I procrastinate too much, and I'll get more into that later in this video. Now, as some of you probably know, I haven't been uploading recently. I posted an update video on June 6th, and then I didn't upload again until June 25th, and these last few videos were actually recorded like a month before I uploaded them. The Roblox 2016 video, I recorded that May 27th, and I think you can even see that in the video somewhere, so that took me a month to do. The GTA 5 video was recorded on June 3rd or 4th, I think, and then the Super Paper Mario Part 24 was recorded the day after that, at the beginning of June, not July, June. So I definitely took way too long to get those done. Luckily, in the meantime, I uploaded a couple other videos that have kind of made up for this long hiatus. Firstly, the Monstercat 027 podcast at the beginning of June, which was literally just a re-upload of a Twitch stream, but it got some attention. But the main attraction was at the end of the month, the GoAnimate Grounded Cringe compilation, and this thing is fucking godly. This video alone has more views than literally all of my other videos combined, and I've been uploading for 3 years. And let me tell you, man, the comments on this compilation are just absolutely wonderful. And before the video was uploaded, I had around 550 subscribers, but this thing got my channel to not 600, not 700, not even 800, but 900 subscribers, and I'm already on the road to 1,000. And honestly, man, I can't even believe it. I know GoAnimate cringe compilations are popular, and that's the reason I tried this out, but I didn't think it would ever be this much of an impact to my channel. I know 1K still isn't that much, much, and they all pretty much subscribed because they think I'm a cringe compilation channel, but let's face it, this video freaking doubled the size of my channel, and for someone who still has less than 1,000 subscribers after 3 years, that feels goddamn amazing. Seriously, thank you guys for this. This is freaking great. You see what Sony Vegas Pro can do for you? Speaking of Vegas Pro, if you couldn't tell by the last 4 videos, I finally have it. I got Vegas Pro about a month ago. I had finally saved up enough and I was able to buy it. And let me tell you, a year and a half of saving money was definitely worth it. I know that sounded kind of sarcastic, just like everything else I say, but I'm actually dead serious. Over a year of saving up was really worth it for a software this good. And $400 is a very reasonable price for something this amazing. This thing is at least 276 times better than Movie Maker, which costs literally nothing, so that's really saying something. I know you can find it for much less in certain online stores, but I don't even care, man. First of all, I think downloadable purchases are more convenient than physical copies, and second, I think Sony deserves the $400 for making something this good. They can have my money, dude. This software is freaking amazing. Do you really want to know how freaking amazing this software really is? Alright, let me tell you right here. So, in Vegas, in order to crop a video, right, a very simple effect, all you have to do is click this little icon right here, resize the box to a certain area, and there you go. Easy, right? Doesn't seem like it could be any easier. Well, you're in for a pretty big surprise. In Movie Maker, in order to crop a video, well, basically, you can't. That's right, you can't crop a video in Movie Maker. You have to use a separate software. So I was using Expression Encoder 4, which is basically just another shitty editing freeware by Microsoft. It's just as bad. It's basically just a Vegas Pro ripoff when you look at it. So what I had to do in order to crop a certain section of the clip was get the exact timestamps for the clip, open up a new project, and put just that clip in, meaning I had to save and close the video I was currently working on, which in turn meant that I had to make sure everything was good so far because I couldn't undo anything because you can only have one window open at a time. I had to save the clip as an audio file to extract the audio, open up another new project and put the clip in again, this time using the source file because the other one was actually rendered once already because you can only put in one audio track at a time, and so in order to put all the other sounds in, I had to render in my voice separately first, and every time you render the video it lowers the quality, so I had to use the source to make sure it blends in with the already rendered video. That's why I had to extract the audio, then I had to cut out the part I wanted to crop, delete the other parts, save the video, restore the other parts, then I had to open up Expression Encoder and put the clip of the clip in, then I could crop the clip, save it again, put it back into Movie Maker, save the entire clip, open up the project again, and put the whole thing in. All of that shit just to crop a goddamn video. One of the absolute simplest and possibly the most commonly used effect. In fact, that's why it has its own separate button from all the other effects in Vegas Pro, and yet Movie Maker, for whatever reason, doesn't even include it at all. So you have to do all of that using a second software just to crop a video. Damn. So by now I think you can see how this is really gonna help me. Yet despite Sony Vegas Pro being such a goddamn awesome program, you can see that I still haven't been posting a lot recently. Especially the Let's Play Super Paper Mario series, which has been going on for way too long. And you're probably wondering why that is. Well, probably not actually, but fuck it, I'm just gonna tell you anyway. First of all, remember how I said in that video at the beginning of June how I got sick in the middle of May and it kind of threw me off course? Well, that was pretty ironic because the day right after I recorded that video, I got sick again, and I guess that delayed my plans even further. But that was only a small part of it. You see, this break was kind of unintentional. I wanted to actually keep playing Super Paper Mario and some other games, and I wanted to keep uploading them throughout the summer. But now it's almost August. We're pretty much more than halfway through the summer, and I haven't even played Paper Mario in like 2 months. But as I've been on this hiatus, I started to realize that I was beginning to feel a whole lot better, and I guess that kind of has to do with how it is summer and I don't have to get up at 6 o'clock every morning. I've been feeling much better throughout the day, and I've been nearly stress-free, obviously because there's no homework, except for the 8 algebra pages, 2 book reports, and 2 history essays that were assigned over the summer because I'm in fucking honors classes, but I should be able to get those done pretty quickly, you know. Actually, that's not true at all. That's the second time I lied to you. I'm gonna have to rush these things because I'm a worthless procrastinator. And speaking of procrastinating, The thing is, I'm not sure whether I can call this break procrastinating or not. The word procrastination has a negative connotation to it, I think we can all agree with that. But during the summer so far, I felt like I've been more free, you know, no school, no worries, no being social, fuck me. You see, I also have this sense of responsibility that maybe I should have been doing my homework or doing the Let's Play Paper Mario so I can get it done. I feel like maybe I've been overestimating how much free time I really have, because judging by this past school year, even when life is worry-free, time is definitely starting to get faster for me. I can feel it, like a year and a half's worth of time for me now would probably feel similar to only a year's time in 2015. I'm not sure if you quite understood that, but it's honestly the best explanation I could come up with. And before I know it, it's gonna be September, and I'm gonna be waking up at 6 o'clock in the morning and completely destroying my sleep cycle again. But I like to think of things positively. I like to always look on the bright side of things. Unless it comes to politics, in which case I believe this country is frigging doomed. But when it comes to these kinds of things, I usually try to pick out the positives from it. You know, if you've watched my, like, 5 other videos this year where I've been talking about how I'm trying to stay positive about everything and all of that, then you would probably know that about me. And I like to think that this hiatus I took was a good thing. I think it's actually been beneficial to my mental stability, because honestly, I felt like I was going to die at least 3 times during this past school year. And after everything that happened so far this year, how I've said countless times how I'm gonna try to get back to playing these games and never actually keeping my word, I've started to see that maybe this just isn't for me, or I'm at least not taking the right approach towards it. I do enjoy making YouTube videos, don't get me wrong, but I think I've just been looking at everything the wrong way. I've just been focusing on making gaming videos for so long that it's starting to become stale for me, in complete honesty. I think this drive I've had to make all these videos in such a short amount of time has been interfering with things and with my life. And the fact that these Paper Mario videos and other gaming videos only get like 20 views each doesn't exactly keep me motivated or anything. This break has given me much more personal time to do other things on my own that I've just been putting off, or to try new things, experiment with the kinds of videos I upload and see what really works best. And just look at what happened when I tried something new. As I said before, I also have a lot more free time just in my life in general, and I have more time than ever before to go new places and see new things and just to get out more. You know, I've been closed off in my house for so long, and now I don't want to be. I've been alive for 15 years, and this right here is a depiction of basically everywhere I've ever been in my entire life. And as you can see, I've lived a pretty miserable life so far, but I want to change that. I want to go places and see things and do things I've never done before. Once again, it's mainly for reasons that I don't wish to state because it pertains to my whole family. And don't worry, there hasn't been anything bad that happened to me. Not even before in the spring when I was barely posting anything. That was just because of me trying to deal with school and YouTube at the same time. And yeah, those two things don't really go good together. It's actually something really good that happened in my family, but all I can say is it has to do with jobs, and I don't know if I should really be saying that kind of stuff online, but the point is, now I have so many more things to do in life. I have so many ideas that I want to bring into action, other than just video games on my channel. You know, I honestly thought nothing would top 2015 in terms of how I changed throughout the year, but as of now, 2016 is really turning out to be an even better year for me, despite everything that I've been feeling throughout the winter and spring. My mindset about my life is just completely changing, and I feel totally different from how I felt last year. I've been discovering more things to do and more things to try than ever before, and what better time to start than now? I don't regret not feeling like this in the past, because I never saw it coming. I never knew I would feel this way, or discover these new things to do, or that this thing with my family would happen. So I'm just trying to enjoy everything, you know, live life with an open mind and just make the most out of it. And you know, taking a break from something that you've been doing for a long time can really help you regain yourself and just recharge yourself, make you feel better for the next time you have to do it. I was watching one of Pyrocynical's videos recently, and he said something very similar to how I feel about what's been going on in my life. I'm just gonna play a clip of it right here. Obviously, I don't want to steal his entire video, so I'm just gonna put a link in the description to go watch the whole thing. If you haven't seen it already, I mean, he's literally like 100,000 times more popular than me, so I wouldn't be surprised if you've already seen this, but
there wasn't really any major reason. I wasn't like too stressed or anything. I just wanted to get away for a week, and I enjoyed it because honestly, getting away from whatever you're doing, like your job, because YouTube is technically my job at this point, it's really good to get away from it because I enjoy YouTube, I really do, but when you take a break from it, or a break from anything, any kind of cycle, and if you get away from that cycle, you really appreciate why you're in that cycle, why you're doing it, if you know what I mean, in that kind of sense. I know I sound like I'm just kind of talking on a whim here and not making much sense, but getting away from whatever you're doing makes you appreciate it a lot more and gives you a bigger understanding, a bigger picture of why you're doing it in the first place. Because doing anything, no matter how much you enjoy it, constantly over and over and over, it becomes a grind and you really lose a lot of motivation. Now, I'm not saying I was hating YouTube or anything, but coming away for a week has really gave me this burst of just motivation to get more content out, to finish projects that I've been working on in the past.
Now, despite everything I said before, this doesn't mean I'm gonna quit making Let's Plays and gaming videos. Like I said, I enjoy making these gaming videos, I really do, but I mean, you know I'm gonna be making more of those cringe compilations because clearly that's what everybody wants to see. I know these past 400 people subscribed because of that cringe compilation, so if you're not here for the games, then don't worry, I still got more of that coming for you. But gaming is probably still going to be the main focus of my channel for quite some more time. I still have a sense of dedication and commitment to finish Super Paper Mario. I do want to play the game. I mean, I think it's an amazing game, and I legitimately want to play it because it's been so long since I last played through the whole thing. And you know, what better way to do it than to document it almost, to record it and keep it saved online for everyone to see and for me to look back on in the future. I know I haven't played the game in 2 months, and I know every single time I say I'm gonna get back to something, I never do, but this time I'm really feeling it. I think if I just stay focused on it and really keep my commitment towards it, I think I could get this thing done. Not like in the next month or anything. It's probably gonna take until at least the end of September, but I do want to get the game done so I can move on and start focusing on other things. And of course, I don't just want to get the game done. I'm gonna take my time on it and try to enjoy it as I play it, because I really do think it's a great game, and you know, I don't just want to waste it and rush it effortlessly. I have Sony Vegas Pro now. I can do so much more with these videos that I could never do before, and I'm gonna make sure that each episode is as good as I can possibly make it. You know, I'm not gonna be making movies out of these things, but I gotta make them look good or else nobody's gonna want to watch them anyway. And with that being said, I'm really not sure just how long the rest of this game is gonna take. I mean, I'm not even halfway through it yet, and it's already been almost 7 months since I started playing, so who knows, man? Who knows? Now, I have a feeling that Paper Mario is gonna take some time to complete, but don't worry, I'm gonna make sure it's not the only thing you guys see for the next few months. Pretty soon, I'm gonna have to start getting back to collecting green stars in Super Mario Galaxy 2, because I haven't played that game in a long time either. I think the last video in that Let's Play was almost 3 months ago. And what's weird is that whenever I said I was gonna try to keep doing that series once a week like I originally promised, I ended up taking longer and longer breaks from it each time I said that. You probably know that Mario Galaxy 2 isn't one of my top priorities, but just like Super Paper Mario, I think it's an amazing game, and I want to play that one just as much. Now, I think I'm gonna wait until September to get back to Galaxy 2, and even when I get back to it, I think it's still just gonna be once a week, because I really want to try focusing on Paper Mario right now. Plus, I mean, that series is already over an entire year old, and it's probably gonna take at least another year at the rate I want to do it at. I'm thinking August is gonna be exclusively Paper Mario, just to make sure I can get as much done as I can before school starts again. Because as you can probably tell, freshman year wasn't really all that good, and sophomore year is only gonna be worse. I'll be lucky if I get 2 videos out a week during this next school year. I also have to get my summer assignments done, which I've barely started, so I might not even have that much time to play Paper Mario this summer anyway. And no, those things I said before aren't exaggerations. I literally have to do 2 book reports and like a whole packet of just algebra. And it's not like work that I missed or anything. It's literally just summer homework that everybody has to do. Like, these teachers are all like, have a good summer, everyone, and then they just give us a fucking stack of work to do over the summer. Like, teachers, the only thing they're teaching us is how to have a shitty summer, frigging hypocrites. Also, I'd like to try to at least have most of Paper Mario done before November, because I'm actually going to be going on a vacation to Florida during the first week of November. We actually get the entire first week of November off from school. It's like a fall break, and it's this new thing they started just last year. And as you can see from the map I showed you before, I've never been to Florida before. But once again, I can go more places now. And I want that vacation to actually be a vacation. I want to make sure I have Paper Mario all said and done before then, so I can actually take that vacation time to reset myself and get everything sorted out. And when I come back from that vacation, I should have a clean slate and I can start figuring out what to do next. I'll also try to get some videos of some other random games up during the next few months, but like I said, I'm really just going to try to focus solely on Paper Mario for the rest of the summer, so you probably won't be seeing much until the fall. To all of you who are here for the cringe compilations, those don't really take any effort to make. It's really just a matter of finding videos, so I should have another one of those coming sometime this summer. But other than that, it's really just going to be Super Paper Mario until school comes around. So yeah guys, that's basically the plan for my channel for the next few months. I'm really hoping I can finish Super Paper Mario while still enjoying it, and with Sony Vegas Pro, I can't wait to make more videos in general. I can't wait to see what I can do with this software, how much better I can make all these videos, and the new types of videos I can make now. This channel is really starting to change, guys, but it's changing for the better. It's changing for the better of your enjoyment, and for the better of my mental capacity. I will get Super Paper Mario done one of these days, and I would really like to stick to my plan as best as possible, but whatever happens, happens. But once it's all done and over with, I think we're gonna have a good time. Now, I still have some more ideas about what to say on this subject, as usual, so I'm probably gonna make another video like this sometime during August, just clearing up some more things about what I said in this video. And don't worry, like I said, I'm not gonna be using this exact footage again. I'm actually going to visit New York City sometime soon, I think like this weekend. I actually went to northern New Jersey last weekend. That's basically the same exact drive, but there are 2 sides to the road, so yeah, you'll be seeing some nice scenery from here in New Jersey in the next video. I don't know how many more of these like just talking videos I'll make in the future. I really only make one when I have a lot of ideas going on in my mind and I just want to say about how I'm feeling. But rest assured, you're going to be seeing a different road or highway each time. I could go to Philadelphia one time too. That's even closer to me than New York, so I'll find something to do there one day. Also, before I end this video, remember that swaggest background ever for smartphones that I mentioned in the June video? Yeah, well, that's a thing now too, so if you want to give your phone that 420 swag or something, the download link is in the description. But anyways, guys, that's pretty much it for this video. I really don't have anything else to say right now, so enjoy your week, everybody. I'll be back with Super Paper Mario as soon as I can, but for now, I've got some other things to go do in life. So I'll see you all later, everyone, and don't do anything stupid. I don't know why I felt like saying that, but people are pretty stupid nowadays, so don't be. Anyways, guys, that's all for now. I'll catch you in another video, and have a good one. Pretty soon I'm gonna have to start getting back to collecting fucking